that last one out
I had
for.
to, I had to, let it rip. No,
Ladies and gentlemen,
the other one.
welcome to it. That's Beyblade's slogan, I think. Let it rip. I don't think you can
Let it
say
rip.
that.
Yeah, baby.
Yep. Yep. Now we have to
That's.
pay. We got to pay Beyblade.
I don't think there's still a.
You don't think? You don't? Come on.
Please, all right. Can you ask me one good question?
What?
Did you play that shit?
Of course.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was like a Beyblade like I wanted them.
Mm-hmm.
I got like one or two,
Mm-hmm.
like with the little dome.
Mm-hmm.
Played with it for like a month,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "This is fucking stupid."
Stupid as fuck.
Because it's just like two things spinning, and it's like which one's gonna stop
What's
first?
gonna stop first?
Like I mean, maybe I guess like you had people like maybe you met up and you were like, "Hey, bro, I got the fucking golden
Yeah.
sphincter. Like, what's up? Like, I'm
Exactly.
really
It was like.
here." I didn't have Beyblade battles though. I couldn't find an opponent. So
Fair.
I'm just shooting one and the other. I'm just
Yep. No,
okay, and I'm
uh,
restarting. It's
I
pointless.
I did the tech decks
Tech decks
uh,
for sure.
all day.
But at
The
the end of
Pokemon, I'm good.
never gotten a Pokemon. Never
Never.
never knew about the Pokemans.
But yeah, tech deck was the shit. That was about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. You might think this is Ryan's toy review, but it's not. It's
You're joking.
it's this is On It. We're here.
Who the fuck is Ryan?
He's like the richest like YouTuber. He's like one of the richest YouTubers. He's like this little kid that just reviews toys. He's like
Oh, is that the? Oh,
he
okay.
is he is loaded with bread. I promise you. And he's got all the Beyblades.
Yeah, I feel
All the
bad for
Beyblades. You feel bad for who?
that kid.
Why?
He ain't started. This kid's 3 years fucking old.
He'll be all right.
I doubt it.
He'll be okay. He's not gonna. You act like he's like vlogging. He's opening toys, and he's like, oh, I'm never. I mean, I'm assuming. I'm
But
assuming
how
he's opening a toy. It's called Ryan's Toy Reviews.
Ryan toys review? Yeah. All right.
So
Here's the thing. Once he becomes an adult, is he going to keep reviewing toys? What's he going to do? I mean, you can't market to children when you're 24 and be like, "Did you see the new? Did you see the new Legos?" You're like, "No, no, I did not."
he's 30 years old. He's like, Mattel
Those
just
people,
Mattel just dropped a new WWE action figure line.
at best, he's a Reddit like meme when he's 30,
Oh
but he's
shit!
not. Yeah, I mean, I would save all this money that he's.
I bet you that kid has already been in commercials. He's already got roles booked. He's already got other things lined up. He's probably got other businesses. He's probably got his own damn toys. He's probably like little Mr. Beast.
Sure, but
Honestly,
he struck a deal with Nickelodeon, so he's probably.
there you go. He's a Nick kid. I'm not gonna lie to
How many Nick kids turned out alright?
um. Oh fuck.
Ariana Grande is about 87.
Okay. She came out fine. She's one of the most. She came out perfectly fine. She's like the woman Drake. Like she's she's forever rich as shit. Forever. Like
Sure, sure,
she's
but
good.
a little fucked. I guess everyone's fucked up.
Miranda Cosgrove. She's probably out there somewhere. Nickelodeon kids are did way better
Disney,
than Disney kids. Are you kidding me? Disney kids were doing heroin and like going absolutely nuts
when they were 14.
and fucking doing coke with Justin Bieber. Like they were
Yeah.
a different breed. Disney kids were a different breed. We're talking like
Mm.
Miley Cyrus, Demi Lovato, whatever Selena Gomez had going on. But no,
He was Disney.
Nick kids were definitely fucked up, but a lot of them made it out all right. Josh, he's doing his little thing.
Drake.
Drake got a different story, but I don't think it had anything to do with Nickelodeon. What's his name? Shia LaBeouf.
That dude's fucked up.
But he's all right. Like he's doing all right. He's doing all right now. Like he's okay. He had like his time.
Yeah, I mean he's better now. If there's a movie to watch, Mike, you gotta watch Peanut Butter Falcon.
You got to think about it. There was a Disney kid who did better than Britney Spears and was her sister. So it's like, or a Nickelodeon kid who
Yeah,
did better than, it's like, okay, it's like you are Britney Spears' sister and you were a Nick kid. It's like there's no way you can't come out worse than her, and she didn't.
true.
Or there's no way you can't not come out worse than Britney, and she didn't. She's all right, I guess. I don't know. I think she had Dan Schneider's kid, but
I think actors of any age though get fucked up.
I don't know.
That's not
I don't know. I don't know. But we got
go down in a heap of fire, and all those guys get put into prison. I would love to see that.
who?
The Hollywood peoples who are
Well, there's some people that are gonna go. Now
I bet they did.
that Epstein list that's coming out, aren't there gonna be a lot of people going to Stephen Hawking, dude?
Well,
Can we
that
can we talk about that for a second? Did you read like what like he did over there and everything?
no.
It said he
See, but here's the thing. I also heard. All I heard was that the stuff came out about him. I know he was on the list. I know there's pictures of him there, but there was an article that said fellow scientist who knew Stephen Hawking says that these claims are blasphemous because he knew Stephen Hawking and he never told him about any of that. It's like no one's telling other people that they're involved in these actions.
So you have no clue what Stephen Hawking was accused of doing there.
No, dude.
You want me to tell you?
I mean, he's paralyzed.
Okay, I could give you 1,000 guesses, and you're not gonna be able to guess what he was doing over there.
I'm trying to think of what he could do.
Just so you know, I mean, never mind. I'm not gonna get into that. But no. You want me to tell you what he did?
Sure.
He liked to watch naked midgets do math equations on chalkboards that were too high.
There's no way.
That's the claims, bro.
See, but here's the thing: like,
That's the
not even the best comedy writer could write something like that. So you can't make it up.
You can't make it up.
Nobody's made up.
Is that not fucking gold? That is.
I mean,
that is.
It's the best thing that could ever come out of any of these reports.
Dude, that is.
It's a little benign. It's a little odd.
Which could it all be a lie? Sure.
I know, but I don't think the funniest person in the world could come up with something like that.
Also, like Jimmy Kimmel, you saw how pissed he got when he got accused of it?
Yeah, because he did.
Went.
Like, no one's getting pissed if he's just pissed they found out.
Dude. He was like threatening Aaron Rodgers with his lawyers and yada yada. It's like, okay, Aaron Rodgers believed that if he like prayed to like his like scientist gods that his Achilles would heal faster. Like he's a weird guy.
Of course.
So yeah, it's like even if I don't know what he said about Jimmy Kimmel.
The media is great at this, and Hollywood's been good at it for a very long time. And all of media is that anytime any sort of conspiracy comes up, and the fact that we can call the Epstein thing a fucking conspiracy is all bullshit. All of it happened. Anything that comes out probably happened. But anytime someone says claims against someone who's seemingly nice, like a Jimmy Kimmel or like a Tom Hanks, you can go, oh, that guy's fucking crazy. He does ayahuasca in a fucking forest somewhere. He doesn't know what he's talking about until it happens. And then you're like, yeah, no shit.
But I mean, Jimmy Kimmel getting that pissed, I don't know. Is that not solid proof that he like bro did it? Because to me, because some people were like these are serious claims, responding to people who were saying like it's obvious he did it because he's angry. People were like these are serious claims, yada yada yada. And I'm like, but Aaron Rodgers is the one that said it. Aaron Rodgers, what the hell does Aaron Rodgers?
You get mad that Aaron's saying it.
What did he say? Did you
I
even
don't know.
have? I don't even know and it was on the Pat McAfee show. Like, why
Yeah.
are we taking anything anybody says, including what Aaron Rodgers says on the Pat McAfee show? Bro believes in a lot of weird shit. Um, but can we
But
talk
it is.
about this? Is a sports podcast.
We're talking about Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, finally we are, but it's like, we're 10 minutes in. I think we need to start talking about some sports because we got the final regular season games to review. Obviously the playoffs are set. We talked about Stephen Hawking and what he was into. Devin, you went 13-3 this week. I went 9-7.
Oh, give it to me.
But you can have it. This is kind of like, when the Steelers beat the Ravens a couple days ago. It's just like that. It's like,
What do you mean?
I mean, I
Y'all
didn't
weren't winning.
care. You just throwing them out. I was throwing whatever out there, and you were
Y'all
trying
wasn't
your
winning.
hardest.
Well, y'all were throwing out the picks of like in a regular scenario who's winning these games.
I don't know. I was picking. I don't know. I was picking like obviously the Ravens did what they were supposed to do, but I thought they were at least like, and obviously every team wants to win every game, but I'm assuming it was like, bro, like we can't, like if we're going, like let's at least beat the Steelers. Like
The
fuck them.
Ravens, in my opinion, could not give two fucks about that game.
I don't know. And that's the
Which,
first game. That's the first game on here. I'm not worried. We're healthy. Can you give me an update on Geno Stone? If
yeah,
anything, that's all you need to make sure. I mean, Kyle Hamilton's gonna be all right. He's getting plenty of rest now. I mean, I'm chilling. We get to see how good um we
it's
really are in 2 weeks.
Adafe Owe, Brent Urban, and Geno Stone are expected to play in the divisional round.
All right. They'll be all right. And the only problem with this is like now we got to hear about the Steelers for at least another week and how great they are for making the playoffs and like I don't know. It's just I don't care. This is obviously like I don't know. To me, I thought the worst team to make the playoffs was gonna definitely come from the NFC,
No,
but it's AFC by far, right? The lowest
easily.
seed. Well, yeah, no. I mean, the Packers are. I think the Packers are better than the Steelers this year, right now.
Current,
The two teams, yes, currently.
especially TJ Watt.
Yeah, dude, and TJ's not even. I don't. I mean,
I don't think TJ. There's no way TJ
nah.
plays. If he plays, like,
If he plays, he tears his shit or something. I mean, it could be even worse.
uh,
But yeah, you picked Baltimore. You picked Pittsburgh.
weeks,
Yeah.
not.
So unless
But yeah,
they somehow win, and then have to play the Ravens in the divisional round. Um,
but yeah, no, I picked the Steelers.
Yeah, you picked the Steelers. I picked the Ravens. I had to go with them, but I'm not. I I'm all right. I'm okay with that. Houston, Indianapolis. So
Too close for.
luckily, I'm all right. Here's the thing. There's two games in particular, but especially this game. The Tush Bush didn't get banned, right?
Not yet, no.
Like it's a that was a.
Yes.
I'm saying like that's a rhetorical question because obviously the quarterback sneak is not banned, but for some reason the Colts 4th and 1, down 6 points, a chance to get another set of downs.
Yeah.
Don't even give it. It's like, all right, if you're not going to sneak it, it's like, oh, well, we got like one of the best running backs in the league, someone who bitched about a contract all offseason. We have to give it to him, right? No, we're going to line up in shotgun and have Gardner Minshew pass that motherfucker for the season.
And to a guy who it was either that he hadn't had a target all game, or I think that was his first snap of the game.
Bro, I don't know what it was, but I know it wasn't Jonathan Taylor, and I know it was definitely the worst play call I've seen, or I saw the entire game because I don't know what that was.
He threw it behind him, and he dropped it. It was terrible.
And Houston gave it to them. They missed the extra point. It was like, oh, go down. Let's go down and score. Fuck it. And they were trucking along down the field, and then 4th and 1. Let's not do like what the Eagles do and put two guys behind us and just
No,
shove Gardner Minshew forward.
not
Uh,
too.
let's throw it.
Yeah.
Let's throw it. So we don't get to see Indianapolis in the playoffs, which I'm very happy about.
Yes, I agree.
Last thing I want to say about this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, Indy shit the bed. Forgot the tush push was a thing. Um, Houston's gonna lose well, we'll talk about that in the
Yeah,
next
we
next
will.
episode. But CJ is a dick.
See,
No. Don't me. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell the people what I'm talking about at least.
well, yeah. CJ after the game, CJ went straight to Anthony Richardson. Did not go and dap up Gardner. Gardner was looking for the meet in the middle, dap up. Never found them. I don't know what that's about, but
That's shitty. That's what that is.
it's shitty.
It's
Like I don't.
shitty.
I do like CJ Stroud. I like the way he plays.
I
But
like CJ Stroud too. And do I really care at the end of the day? No. But either way, bruh,
it was
it was
like
a
a time
it was a
when Tom walked off on Fitzpatrick. Hates Tom Brady.
that is hilarious.
With the Fitz explains it. He explained it on like a Barstool pod that they they never the Bills never beat the fucking Patriots ever, and then they beat them, and Tom ran straight off the field.
did Tom when Tom did that shit at Cleveland, did he walk off the field then too?
He may have.
I can't remember, but either way, we don't have to see the Colts in the playoffs. CJ Stroud's a dick because he went straight to Anthony Richardson, the guy that
Who's
didn't play
2 games?
all year. Gardner Minshew, honestly, either way, I think that you at least give the respect to the guy who battled it out with you all game,
Exactly.
pushed for a spot in the same division that you're in all year,
Yep.
and definitely played a lot better than people expected. And mind you, it's like, bro, I'm not saying Gardner Minshew is Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers, and you gotta go dap him up. But it's like,
No.
and that's why you go dap him up. But it's like, bro, I mean,
He's first.
he's 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 been around. He's got some notches on his belt. He's done his thing, and I think it's just I've seen quarterbacks who suck go up and get dapped up after a game and do whatever, and it's all love. But I don't know, that rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. But Tampa versus Carolina. So what I forgot last week was Baker getting absolutely destroyed by fucking I forgot who Tampa played, but he got obliterated. Oh, the Saints.
Okay.
And had like extra padding around his shit this game. So I was like, all right, okay, cool. They beat the Panthers by 9 points.
Not 9-0. The Panthers got shut out twice in a row.
But it's like I don't know. It's definitely not too like it definitely is not like making me any more confident in their chances of beating Philly. But I mean,
Philly, I might need to check the report on AJ Brown, but
well, I mean, it's just I don't know if the Bucks just didn't really take the Panthers that serious because they knew. I mean, let's be real, they didn't really have to do much. Just like we saw, they had to score 9 points, and boom, there you go. They win the game by 9 points. If
yeah,
they score 9 points, they'll win by 9 points.
yes,
So yeah,
scored 3, won by
but I
3
guess
points.
it's really just if Baker is going to be healthy, how healthy Baker is going to be. That's really going to determine how well the Bucks play in my eyes next week. But we'll talk about that on Friday. Cleveland versus Cincinnati. Browns sit all their starters. Browns already had a playoff locked in. AFC North, first division to finish with all four teams with a winning record since what 1935.
Yeah, first since the merger in '70.
And mind you, what? Only one team finished with their starting quarterback?
Mm-hmm. And it was the one who was expected to not finish the year.
It's the one
Because
of the last 2 years who couldn't stay healthy.
who could not stay healthy. And
That's
now you got a
weird.
who's a pocket passer, the best in that division by far. Burrow stinks. Wet dog food. That kid is absolutely
Burrow
nothing.
don't stink.
Burrow sucks.
No.
If
Burrow don't
anyone's calling
suck.
anyone a system quarterback, it's Joe fucking Burrow. Joe Burrow is probably the best system quarterback.
Fuck no.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Burrow's not good.
Oh, so you just had a system in LSU and then immediately came to Cincinnati with a system?
He had a great system in LSU. He had the country.
Get the fuck out of here.
He had the two best receivers
What
in the
if he
country.
was just good?
Jefferson. What if he was just good enough to throw to the two best receivers? Justin Jefferson made Kirk Cousins look like an absolute monster.
Kirk Cousins is all right.
All right, Joe Burrow sucks.
Is Joe Burrow better than Kirk Cousins?
Huh?
Is Joe Burrow better than Kirk Cousins?
Sure.
Okay, well
Not
then
by
he's so. But what tier is Kirk on to you?
C.
Okay,
Joe's like,
so then what is stinks to you? B tier is like anybody at B and lower, they suck.
he's B minus.
Or that's just
I mean,
Burrow.
he's not A or superstar tier, but he's put in that category time and time again, like he's some sort of fucking beast. He's got no ability to play like to move outside of the pocket. He takes a shit ton of sacks. He's a decent game manager at best. He's got no skills that Mahomes has, that Josh Allen has, that Lamar Jackson has, that
But
any
you're
of the
saying it. You're saying it like you have proof of bad performance. He's been hurt. Like, I mean,
the beginning of the season sucked.
this is super recency bias.
No, most of the game. No, but I said this before the season started.
I know, and I thought you were crazy. But then, if he had a whole season of doo doo,
Started the season horribly.
But he didn't.
And then Jake Browning did decent with this team.
A lot of teams started bad and ended up good. A lot of teams started good and ended up bad. I'm not gonna be 100% and say, oh, yep, that's exactly the direction Burrow was headed in. Like he was obviously gonna end the year trash if he kept playing. Like I don't know about that. I don't know. Either way,
at best they would have won one more game. I think they could have been 10-8 and 10-7.
Minnesota versus Detroit. Lions play their starters.
Yeah, Burrow is next year.
We'll see how good Joe Burrow is next year. He'll definitely be top 10. Lions play their starters. They stay healthy.
Do they?
Yeah. They stay healthy. They get C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
No, Porter got hurt.
Who? Oh, Laporta did get hurt. What happened to him?
I don't know.
Gardner-Johnson. C.J.
Came back.
CD Greedy is back. I'm happy about that, helping out the defense a little bit. Laporta went right over my head. I forgot all about that.
Extended a knee, and there's an outside shot that he has a chance to play against the rim. So probably won't.
We'll see. Which that's gonna be another interesting game to predict. These games, I mean, definitely weren't the most exciting games because a lot of them didn't mean anything.
And by the time we got the Bills game, the Bills had already had a spot.
New England versus the Jets. Is Bill? I think Bill's staying. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I don't think Bill's going anywhere.
It's hard to tell, man.
I mean, Bill said something like there was something that came out like he was willing to give up certain positions.
Yes. I can see that.
So it's like that makes a lot more. I could see something like that happening where like maybe his like certain roles change, but like
he's not involved in the drafting process.
But like I think, or any process, period,
outside of football team.
Outside of coaching the team. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they went that route because I don't know. It's like okay, Bill Belichick, ever since Tom Brady left, has had nothing.
Yeah.
He's had Mac Jones, Cam Newton, Bailey Zappi. What has he had?
Harry.
You know what I mean? Like he hasn't had much to really work with. And to sit here and 2 weeks ago we're having conversations about Mike Tomlin this, Mike Tomlin that, and now we know for sure just because he made the playoffs, he slithered in the playoffs, he's gonna be in Pittsburgh for another decade. Mm-hmm. Just because he got that.
Bro, he didn't make the playoffs.
He had a winning record. Yeah, he was going to finish with a winning record, so it wasn't going to matter. So it's like, I don't know.
Which for the Steelers organization, yes. Cool. Nice.
The Steelers have had a lot more than what Bills had.
By miles.
And If Bill Belichick had that big three back in 2014 that Mike Tomlin had, fucking Le'Veon Bell, Antonio
18,
Brown, and Big Ben,
18 and
come
0.
the fuck
19 and 19.
on, bro. Come
19 and 0.
on. 19 and 0. Well, I mean not 19 and 0, but yeah, it'd be a great
It,
team. They'd be a great team. But yeah, no, I don't think Bill goes anywhere. Atlanta, New Orleans. Okay. So instead of taking a knee, New Orleans scores at the end. They were on the 1 yard line.
oh, yeah.
Did you see Jameis's explanation?
No.
Hold on. I gotta see if I can find it real quick. So
I
obviously,
know Arthur Smith was pissed off and then he got fired immediately.
so
Wait,
okay.
team, dumbass.
So how do you you're a head coach, you just got blown out and they get a pick and take it to the 1 yard line instead of kneeling it, and then in the game they run it in for a touchdown. How do you personally feel?
You got beat. I mean, I feel the same way about that shit happening in the NBA, that shit happening in any sport. Stop them. If you don't want them to score, stop them. Shut the fuck up about fucking, this is the way the game's played, the blah, 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 blah. Fucking walk off the field then.
And also,
Or game. Don't put your players out there.
the funniest thing is, and I'm just so happy that it was out of all people, Jameis Winston. He was told to kneel.
Was he?
Yes. He was
Are you
told,
serious?
I'm dead ass. He was told to kneel. Hold on.
The play was victory, but also explaining. Well, I apologize to DA because the play was victory, but also explaining to DA that it was a team decision. And I think when you have the team morale, and I asked the guys, I said, guys, like, what do you want to do? We know how much Jamal means to this team, and I understood from DA's perspective, so I give him that. But DA didn't condone that at all. You know, he didn't. However, we decided as a team to do it, and we got an interception to the 1 yard line. You know, like, so if we would have scored, would it still would have been disrespectful? Right. You know, so Tyron wasn't in on it, was he? No, Tyron was not in. No, it was an offensive team discussion. However, when you return the ball to the 1 yard line, you have that opportunity. We just had that opportunity, and we decided.
Do you think it's the kind of thing though that is?
So yeah, and then he basically is like, I mean, I don't know, it was already 41-17. he's like, okay. But it was a team decision, which I think is even funnier that out of all quarterbacks, of course, Jameis Winston, they're like, all right, Jameis, take a knee. And he's like, yo, all right, so
Y'all want to take a knee?
DA said take a knee, but like, Jamal, you want to score? I mean, shit, we're right here. Like, we're right here. That
The
is
play was-
hilarious. Because if it was Derek Carr, he would have taken a knee.
1,000
So
times
it
over.
had to be Jameis Winston out there to make that call.
Jameis is the only dude to be like, y'all want to change some shit? I don't even know how much time was left.
I mean, it was enough to take one knee and the game was over.
Under 40 seconds.
But I'm saying like, I don't know. It's just funny to know that like, what's his name got so pissed because of Jameis Winston. Like, Jameis Winston's the reason he was just freaking out.
And ran up to the fucking coach. And then, but why are you freaking out? You know you're getting fired.
Well, the coach said, the coach said to him, he's like, I understand. He's like, I understand.
I get it. Yeah, cool.
Because I think even he was like, shit, like, yeah, I get it. Like, I don't know. Like, sorry.
But again, like, sure. Is it disrespectful? Yes. And it should be. Fucking disrespect the fuck out of the team.
Yeah,
if they put up 50, if they put up 50 in the first half, what the fuck you expect in the second half? The other team's not going to fucking win the game.
And like you said, what if Tyron...
All fucking mercy rule.
What if Matthew scored on the pick? What if it was a pick six?
That's not disrespectful.
So I don't know. Either way, the game didn't matter.
If you want to play sports this way, have a mercy rule. If the team's up by an amount that's never come back from, sure, call the game. Call the game.
Walk off.
Leave. Pick your team and leave. Fuck off.
All right.
Stop him, little bitch.
Jacksonville versus Tennessee.
Yeah, what a fucking shit show Jacksonville is. Honestly, I think they've grown the past couple of weeks. They've got a talented team, and the fact that they come out like this and lose kind of fucking pisses me off, but it's whatever.
Once again, another team who, on 4th and 1, the tush push is not a thing. And I don't understand. You got this big ass dude, Trevor Lawrence, in the game, snap the ball and fall forward. Now I'm mad my mind is drawing a blank because I can't remember exactly where the play was, but either way, the Jags losing this game is super embarrassing because they tweeted like a month ago playoff tickets were on sale, and they lose to a team that obviously had no reason to win and didn't need this win at all. But forget all that. Derrick Henry is leaving.
If he doesn't, there's a.
I mean, no, he said it's been a great 8 years, yada yada. Like he was talking like that.
Years?
7 or 8. He said it's been a great 7 or 8 years. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like he was talking like he was done.
And he should. There's no reason that he should have stayed in this organization for as long as he did. I mean,
and then they cut.
It's hard for a player to have a running back to have a longer than 7-8 year career.
And they cut to Will Levis, and they were like the future quarterback for the team. And it's like, okay, Will Levis should only be the starter next year if they know they're tanking.
Agreed.
Because if they're getting rid of D-Hop, Tannehill, Derrick Henry, everybody's gone, and we're restarting, we're revamping the whole squad. Okay, let Will Levis run for a year. Maybe he surprises us. Probably won't, but it's either way, because that's the only reason he'd be the future quarterback.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened. That was cool. Seattle versus Arizona.
But if Jacksonville won this game, that eliminates Pittsburgh, no?
Yes.
Then that Bills game is actually an important game. Well, if the Bills and the Jags won.
Yeah. I think after, I don't know. I don't remember. I can't remember now, but it was still important. It was still important. It was still an important game.
Yes.
Because it wasn't, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get through the rest of these games that don't fucking matter. Seattle, Arizona. Matt Prater missed the kick, which Cardinals should have won that game. I'm gonna say that now. I don't know if you watched, but Matt Prater completely whiffed a field goal after Kyler got them down the field, but it's okay.
Didn't they have a touchdown on a fake field goal though?
I don't fucking remember. I wasn't really dialed in on the Seattle Arizona game because there were 7 4:00 games. There were 7 4:00 games, bro. There were 7 4:00 games.
There's no Monday game.
There were 7 4. There were more 4:00 games than 1:00 games.
Yeah.
I mean, what? I don't know.
There was no Thursday and there was no Monday.
Either way, Green Bay, Chicago. Green Bay clinches a spot. God, and I saw it this morning. I told you if Green Bay makes the playoffs, it's going to be headline after headline about Jordan Love. Boom. I wake up this morning, Green Bay Packers found a new franchise quarterback in Jordan Love. And I remember
piss off.
There was a time where like a franchise quarterback was like top tier, top 5 guy.
Yeah.
What is a franchise guy now? If that's franchise. Are you saying like he's going to be your quarterback next year? Like is that what franchise is now?
What franchise guy means in the NFL now is that we'll have him next year.
Like, okay, we know 100% we want him to start next year for us.
We know 100% he will start game 1 next year.
Yeah.
That's
Like to me, it's like no. It's like Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. They're franchise guys. Like we don't even know if someone like Tua is a franchise guy yet.
No.
To me, I don't think and maybe that's just because I have a high standard for what franchise guy means, and I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, sure he's a franchise guy. But I feel like there was a time. I guarantee you, I can go back and find an article where what's his name? Justin Fields had one good game, and the Bears had a franchise guy.
Exactly.
Or like.
But when you're looking at a franchise guy, you're looking at a Brett Favre, a Peyton Manning, a Ben Roethlisberger. Flacco for a little bit was the franchise guy. They signed him to that after he won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he got
Matt
a franchise deal after playing like a
are guys who are consistent year in, year out and make the rest of the team better and not the team making them look like a beast.
To me, a franchise guy is somebody that, like, it's no question you would want to stick with him.
Yes.
Like, okay, if the Vikings had a chance to get somebody better than Kirk Cousins, they
Immediately.
would.
Immediately.
If the Lions, look, I hate to say it, had a chance to get somebody better than Jared Goff, they would. The Ravens aren't sitting here if there's no offer or no player, no quarterback where they're like, dude, like he's the franchise guy.
There's- Like the Ravens are so, which is what upset me about like the whole offseason and all that bullshit. Like, oh, he might leave, Lamar might leave. It's like, no, your whole entire team is based around this guy.
We
You
knew
put
he was a franchise guy.
Who?
I'm saying we knew he was a franchise guy.
Exactly.
We paid him like he was.
And he should be paid that way.
He's performing.
Exactly.
But
he's the franchise guy for that team. And I don't think any other quarterback could be a guy on that team. And the Ravens wouldn't want anybody else.
So now I think I figured out what a franchise guy is. Because if you asked the media, is Kirk Cousins the franchise guy? I think by definition they'd say no.
Agreed. What's the definition?
So a franchise guy is
Daniel
either
Jones apparently was a franchise guy when he got paid $40 million a year.
a franchise guy is either someone who's like top 5, no question, in the league, or had a decent rookie year.
Yes.
Like, okay, like CJ Stroud, he's a franchise guy now.
Exactly.
I think played a lot better than Jordan Love, and still don't know. I mean, you don't know. It is 1 year.
And we all know what's happening with Bryce Young.
But that's the thing. Like, so if Bryce Young was the first round pick, is he a franchise guy? Is he a first overall pick? Is he a franchise guy? I mean, you're building your team around him. You're gonna build your team around him this offseason. Is every team that knows knows they have a quarterback to build around a franchise guy? I don't know. I don't know what a franchise guy is anymore. That's all I'm saying. I have no clue what a franchise guy is. Denver versus Vegas.
We know why Bryce Young is.
Teams. All right, teams Russ can go to. Which I also heard that it came out that people, and I knew this, players were pissed about Sean Payton benching Russ.
Players on the Broncos?
Broncos were not happy about them sitting Russ because, I mean, bruh, the Steelers made the playoffs. The Broncos could have pulled something off. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He benched Russ like a month ago.
No, he benched Russ officially the last 2 games of the year.
It was only 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Were they eliminated?
Well, they're 8-9 now.
Okay, then they weren't eliminated.
And did they lose last week?
They weren't eliminated.
Won last.
They weren't eliminated.
I think they were because when they lost to the Patriots, they were 7-8.
7-8.
So if they won 2, they would have had 9 wins.
What were the Steelers? 3 weeks ago?
10-7.
No, 3 weeks ago though. I'm saying.
I'm
saying, like, statistically speaking, were the Raiders eliminated by then, or did they still have a possibility? The Vikings had a chance to make the playoffs this week. You know what I mean? Like, they were some shitty teams. So I don't know. I'm assuming that if there's players that were mad, that would insinuate that they still had a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, yes, the Broncos had a chance, had the final seed, not won 10 games.
I just don't know what Sean Payton's proved to pick him over us.
Well, my thing is like, yeah, it's Sean Payton's choice, but it's also like allowed by the Broncos organization. So obviously the Broncos have more trust in Sean Payton long term than they do Russell Wilson because they're getting rid of him and that shitty contract. So I don't have a problem with him being benched, and honestly, I could give 2 fucks about what the players think because, sure, could you had a spot in the playoffs? Potentially. Well, now that we see it, no. But
you got to think, bro. Like we look at this.
We know he's not the future of the organization.
I think we look at teams a lot different than players do. I guarantee you, there's a lot of players on that roster that thought they were going to make the playoffs and have a team good enough to beat other playoff teams.
Well, I think every team thinks that, except for like the fucking Panthers.
No, I'm saying I think every.
But there's a lot of fringe teams. There were a lot this year.
Either way, teams Russ can go to. So,
like if Derek Carr got benched, I don't think too many people would care.
No, with the Saints still having a chance to make the playoffs last week, yeah, I think they would have been a little pissed off if he got benched 2 weeks ago.
What if he was benched for Jameis Winston?
Me and you would be happy,
but
not because we think they're going to win. It's just because we want to watch Jameis Winston play football.
Chris Olave would be.
Because look what happened when we got to watch Jameis play football. All he had to do was take a knee, and he was like, "Fuck that!"
Created absolute chaos, dude.
Dude, that is amazing.
Life.
It's amazing. All right.
He's been decent at a sport and then just made headlines.
Some teams Russ can go to. Do you have any?
I mean, Washington is a team that he could go to. I don't want to see him.
Atlanta?
Atlanta, I wouldn't hate.
Desmond Ritter's not a franchise guy.
Desmond Ritter is not. He's not even just a guy. He's just a bum.
Chicago? He's wasting his time, but he could go to. I mean, they definitely could use him.
They would take
Fields.
Well, no, the Bears have the first overall pick. They're taking a quarterback.
You're 100% right. Now, what if in a crazy world, Mike Tomlin got off his high horse and just let Russell Wilson come be a Steeler?
Not a chance.
Come on, he's better than Kenny Pickett, bro.
Of course he is.
They made the playoffs with Mason Rudolph. Imagine if Russell Wilson was on that team.
I agree.
Because I'm not living in a world where I think Russell Wilson's trash.
But if
never
you think
good again.
he's not fucking with Russ, Mike Tomlin ain't fucking with Russ.
I think Sean Payton and Mike Tomlin are probably very different people.
No, they're different, but they run their team. They treat everybody the same, and they will fucking eat your ass out if you fucking start pulling some bullshit and you suck.
I don't think so. I think the Steelers have been rocking with shitty quarterbacks ever since Ben has been out the league.
Since Ben has been out the league because they haven't had a fucking option.
So why not pick
up?
And
they weren't paying a guy $260 million a year to fucking suck dick.
No, we need to pick up.
Apologies.
We need to pick up Russ.
Was not meant literally.
If I'm the Steelers, yeah, we might as well go for Russ. Fuck it.
I mean, that could be cool. Colts, no.
Tennessee's a team. Nah.
Tennessee could.
What if he goes back to Seattle?
What about the Pats? He's not going back to Seattle.
What if he goes back to Seattle? I said
New
England.
It is a much different team, and Pete Carroll loves him to death. So
I'm saying, like, bro, what if he goes back to Seattle? I'm sure he can go get the same crib. He could probably go right back, take the normal route he's used to, go right back to the Seahawks. Don't be surprised.
Fair.
Don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he went back to Seattle.
I'm not sure if there's anywhere else. I mean,
and I don't think I'd be mad, bro. I think Geno. Bro. Russ is still better than Geno, bro.
Honestly, when Russ left, I thought Russ was for life for Seahawks. That's where he fit in. He fit in with Pete Carroll.
He was a franchise quarterback.
He was. He was yes, was he not great all the time? But he did well in that system. You pull him out of that system, and he looked like shit for 2 years. He had a couple good games, but
KC versus Chargers, no starters playing that game for Kansas City. Philly versus the Giants.
Played fucking Giants. So if they're gonna bench half their guys, why not bench them all?
Yeah, I don't know.
They considered it, and then they benched a couple dudes played AJ, Jalen, and Goddard. All right, but I guess the Commanders did have to lose.
Rams versus Niners. Puka breaks the record.
Good. That's
it happened. Dallas beats Washington. They clinch the East. Buffalo versus Miami.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know about you, But
Tua
Tua,
looked.
so I don't know if you watched, especially on the final drive.
I watched it.
Maybe I just started picking it up on the final drive, but like that interception, he snapped the ball and stared at him the entire.
His whole career.
I mean, he's staring exactly. I mean, he doesn't look 1 second anywhere else. Eyes him down, eyes him down, eyes him down, eyes him down. Overthrows it, picked off.
Easy pick.
What?
You got 3 dudes in the area because you're staring at them.
I have no clue what that was about. And also, this was the only game where a team tried to tush push and it didn't fucking work. Which at this
Who?
Josh Allen.
See, I was gonna bring this up. It was the play. Had they got that first down, they could have ended the game. Or maybe they needed another first down. But it was fourth quarter. They had to punt because they didn't get the fourth down. Was it a fourth down? They didn't punt. Whatever.
Yeah, you got turnover on downs.
But Josh went high.
They
went for push, and Josh leaves his feet.
Yeah. And
you have nothing once you leave your feet.
And Chris Collinsworth is like, "Oh, we got the tush, push, and launch." Oh, it's like
no, Josh just went high to reach and got stuck.
Yeah, because when he came back down, he started getting pushed forward again.
He started to use his own legs and push himself.
6'6". Dive forward.
Get low.
Dive forward. You got Leonard Fournette pushing you.
Stick his head in your ass and put your head in the dirt.
Either way, the Bills win the game. They win the East, or they win the East. They get the second seed in the AFC.
Which do they deserve? No.
Yeah, I mean over the Chiefs.
I don't think anyone deserves the 2 seed.
Over the Chiefs?
I guess they do over the Chiefs.
Over the Chiefs. They deserve it over the Chiefs.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The Bills don't look great. Stephon Diggs is out there celebrating like he fucking won a Super Bowl. I don't know.
Jim Harbaugh
wins the national championship.
Is he going to the NFL?
Where is he going? They should have asked him that, like the Disney World question.
I'm going. Okay. So Jackson said Pittsburgh or Washington. I don't think that's happening.
No, we have a completely new. So what's happening in Washington? We hired Bob something, the former Warriors GM, as our GM, or maybe we just hired him as something. And we're looking for a head coach to be the head of football operations and the head coach. So like a Mike Shanahan type of deal where he was running the team and coaching the team.
Okay. So I think there's 2 attractive teams for Jim Harbaugh.
Okay.
One in the AFC, one in the NFC. You got the Chargers.
I think could be a lock. LA Jim Harbaugh.
I mean, yeah, he already stayed. He was already in San Fran. Now he gets to go down to LA. You also got Atlanta, which, I mean, they got pieces. They got weapons. Obviously, they don't have a Justin Herbert on the team, but they definitely have some pieces over there in an easier division. But yeah, I feel like just being in Cali alone, I think Jim Harbaugh, he might end up the Chargers head coach.
Georgia's warm.
But Jim Harbaugh, yeah, it's warm. I don't know. He seems like he's a West Coast guy.
I don't think he's an Atlanta guy.
He seems like a West Coast guy.
Like he's from Ohio. He can easily be a Michigan guy. But yeah, he was a 49er.
Yeah, he was he coached the 49ers to the Super Bowl. A lot of playoff appearances, but yeah, no, I like San Diego. I like LA. I like the Chargers. I like Jim Harbaugh going to the Chargers. And it'd be great if he said, "I'm only going if y'all move back to San Diego." And then they move back to San Diego and then hire Jim Harbaugh.
I would rather them move back, but that would never happen.
No. Well, I'm not gonna say never. I wouldn't say never.
No.
Because never?
They're playing in a $9 billion stadium.
Bro, but let's be real though. In 10 years, that's gonna mean nothing. And
Sure.
look, they already barely have any fans. They're not gonna gain any more fans.
Also, he was a Charger.
He was in everything.
He
I think
was.
he was a Raven. He was a Colt.
He was a Bear, Colt, Raven, Charger, Lion, Panther.
Yeah, bro was a globetrotter. So
He had some good, decent years on the Colts.
But I'm just saying, I don't think that's really going to matter 10 years from now when they realize they have no fan base and there's a city that's like begging for their team to come back, even if it wasn't the biggest supporting cast.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more people that support the San
I mean,
Diego
how
Chargers
fucking
and the LA Chargers.
Fucking San Diego to fucking LA. Probably 2-3 hours. Who fucking knows?
Far enough to watch it from your couch instead, because nobody goes to Chargers games.
Well, no one went when they were in San Diego, so why not go to another market?
Leave Cali then. Go somewhere where there's a city that's asking for a football team then. Don't go to a city that already fucking has one that had to leave and came back. Like
send the Chargers to St. Louis.
Sure.
Sure.
Whatever you want to do. Report cards. We're going to do the first report card next episode.
Bet.
We're going to start off with 30 seconds.
Should we give the dude? It's a less than 2-hour drive to get to San Diego. I mean, to get to LA from San Diego. But can we give them the playoff peoples?
The picture, the lineup.
Yeah, I kind of just want to do like a little overview.
Okay.
I've had time to look at it.
You got San Fran and Baltimore in the bye week.
Yep.
You got the Bills playing the Steelers.
Ooh.
You have the Chiefs playing the Dolphins.
Ooh.
And then, I mean, this is all stuff we're going to have to talk about next episode. We got the Broncos. We got the Browns versus the Texans. And then over on the other side, you got Philly versus the Bucks. You got Dallas versus Green Bay. And you have the other two motherfuckers. Detroit versus who does Detroit? Rams. Okay, yeah. Detroit versus
Stafford.
Rams. Stafford. Who's better? Who should have? Find out.
Who should have been? Who should have what?
All right, two more things before we talk our MVP. We are finished with our MVPs.
Well,
you got to put in your what's up?
I got to do this. Do this.
You got to put your weekend. I mean, your first place is already solidified,
but is this worth it to have an MVP?
Yeah. I put my votes in.
Who are you?
Two things. Well, motherfucker, hold on. I got two things. Trust me, you're gonna want to talk about this. Draymond, we don't feel bad for you, and I'm gonna explain to you what I mean by that, Devin. So Draymond they're putting out these posts like how he considered retiring.
Bro, Adam Silver talked him out of retirement.
It was so troubling. This and that. Bro, you are a terrible teammate. You do nothing on the basketball court. Nobody feels bad for you. You got sent. If anything, I would retire because you got sent for your behavior, and Josh Giddey is still an active fucking player on a roster. If I'm Draymond, I'm going to play I'm going to play across seas.
China.
Fuck y'all. But no.
Well, you can't go play in China. They love the NBA in China.
But it is
would you know what the deal is with NBA in China?
No.
Like I don't know, but they're not like allowed to talk shit about China.
I don't think anybody is.
I am.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that shit, but I know that I don't feel bad for Draymond, and Draymond's got to stop trying to make people feel bad, making some sob story about how he would say.
This is.
And also, like, don't tease me. Retire.
Exactly.
Retire. It's like, damn, like you almost.
But this like.
You almost retired.
The retirement thing comes out after he's like, I'm back.
Yeah.
Say this before. Give him some hope.
Like, you almost retired? Fuck. Damn.
Give me some hope. Tell me you're going to do it.
Draymond almost retired. So we need him.
The internet would have gone nuts. They'd have been like, yeah, all right.
One more little temper tantrum, and we might get him out of the league. We might. We might. One
All
more
right, but
free
if
count.
Adam Silver is begging you to not leave,
I don't believe that at all. Do you buy that? You buy
I,
that? You think Adam
I don't think
Silver?
I don't think I believe it, but somebody said it.
No, I don't. I don't think Adam Silver was like. I don't think Adam
Also, Adam
Silver.
Silver's a piece of dog shit.
You think Adam Silver called Draymond Green and was like, "Please, don't
Hey,
retire."
you're helping our ratings a lot.
Like I
Keep
don't
punching.
know.
We need storylines because the basketball that's being played fucking blows. That's what's happening. We got this big white guy who won't stop playing good basketball. So I don't know. Keep punching people.
But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, no. Adam Silver's not doing anything about Josh Giddey. He's definitely not wasting his time talking Draymond out of retirement. And
I
then
think Silver just wants criminals in the league.
the other thing I want to talk about.
And then the non-criminal, John Morant, is being pushed out.
Oh, and John Morant, season-ending injury. I'm not happy he got hurt, and I'm
Yeah,
pre
you
I'm
gotta
like I'm
give.
putting
Yeah,
pretense or pretext whatever context. I'm adding some context to this because I'm not happy Ja got hurt at all.
no.
But Ja can like low key be like, all right, you know what? Like NBA's lacking. Y'all want to suspend me 25 games and I had to come back to this trash team. Fuck y'all. I don't even now y'all don't get me for the rest of the year. Y'all ain't doing shit about Giddy. Y'all letting Draymond beat people up and he just gets to go to therapy. And I flash a gun and I'm out for 25 games. All right.
Suspended.
Look, a while back I was sitting here going, look, I understand it because of the character shit. But when we're letting people like Giddy and Draymond fly under the radar, then yeah, no, John Morant. If I'm John Morant right now, I'm definitely like pissed because I can't hoop and I'm hurt. But it's like fuck the NBA. Fuck y'all running it.
My problem is like with the Giddy shit. It's like the fact that, and I mean, I at least said this when all of this happened. It's like it's gonna get pushed under the rug, regardless of if he's wrong or right. But
I mean, it kind of seems
no,
like
it's gone. But no major news, anything is talking about it. Like there hasn't been really any reports since mid December. If you talk about it on ESPN, you get fired. So no one's going to talk about it, and we're just going to let these fucking people keep doing their
Clippers are up
shit.
15 versus the healthy Suns right now.
I did see that.
I like it. We're finally getting to see some healthy Suns, healthy big three, should I say?
Yep.
And I'm glad to see the Clippers are definitely busting their ass right now. Last thing before we talk about the MVPs, I don't know if this was important. I wanted to ask you as a golf guy if this matters at all. But Tiger and Nike split ways.
Yeah, man, I'm confused, brother.
What is that? Because Tiger, what's Tiger's biggest shit with Nike? Like his apparel?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I picture Tiger, it's like Nike Polo. Like that's his shit. Like
that's
Tiger
thing.
Woods. I mean, I don't know if like maybe he had his golf shoe or whatever. I don't know, or his like I don't know what
anything like the amount that he's done for Nike in terms of the golf world. Like Nike would not have a foot in the golf world now had it not been for Tiger. He's been with them for 27 years. They had nobody before him.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What do you mean?
Like why? I mean, after all the shit that you gotta think about it. It's like, okay, people like okay.
Well,
I'm looking at this like this has to be like a Tiger decision, right?
So
because nowadays people are parting ways because of like scandals or this or that. It's like Tiger went through hell and went through a lot of shit and
Nike never caught him.
Nike, they were chilling with him and people are getting canceled left and right nowadays for anything. It's like he did nothing.
Well, the thing is like if Tiger's in the news, honestly, it's not bad for him.
No, but there was a point where
good or bad. There's no he's like Trump of the golf world. There's no bad publicity for Tiger Woods.
But there was a point in time where like if Nike came out and was like we're parting ways with Tiger, we wouldn't be as shocked. You know,
We wouldn't be shocked. No,
I don't think so. Like I specifically remember like
that's a great point that I have not thought about. Is that like if anyone's parting ways with anybody, Nike's should have parted ways with him in 06 after he cheated on his wife 1,000 times.
yeah, but I remember like on the news when he was like drunk, like or what was it? What was it after
He
he
was.
was it
It
after
was
he
after back surgery. He was severely addicted to opioids and then crashed his car and fucking
not drunk but off drugs.
the mug shot of him like
Yeah, I'm saying like that. Like if it came out then, it'd be like okay, I understand. But right now, it's like this seems like it has to be. I don't know if, and I read something else. Like I don't know if they're maybe renegotiating, and this might not be the end.
no. So here's the buzz I've heard of in the golf world. Nike is basically moving out of the golf world. So 2016, 2017, they stopped making golf clubs. Tiger used to play Nike golf clubs. Now he plays TaylorMade golf clubs. So he's been away from them in that world. TaylorMade used to be owned by Adidas, but they're not anymore. So I don't know where Tiger's going to go. But yeah, I mean, they're working their way out of the golf world, and they have been for a while. So I think this is more of a mutual thing. Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay, all right. MVPs, Devin. Who are your MVPs from this week? I mean, you had C.J. Stroud, Jared Goff, Derek Carr, Dak, Wentz, Jordan Love. My three, starting at third, I got Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud at 2, Dak Prescott at 1.
I'm going to flip CJ and Dak.
Flip CJ and Dak and keep Love at 3. All right. So,
I mean, Love beat the fucking Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats. And Dak beat the fucking Cowboys. Both teams not fighting for a spot. CJ was that in Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Went in and whooped on. I don't want to say whooped on,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
played
He was
well.
throwing some fucking piss missiles, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, that bomb to Nico was a fucking dart, dude.
He was going
that
crazy.
Was the first play, and they were like, that play was set in stone to be the first play. Blitzed everybody. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
All right. I have we officially have our collective MVPs for this season. We both have a 1 through 10. 10th place with one vote from both of us this year. These are all the players that got one MVP vote from us throughout the season. For me, you had Geno Smith, Will Levis, Trevor Lawrence, and Kyler Murray.
I had Kyler?
That was all of mine.
That was all yours.
And then for you, you had Kyler Murray, Jake Browning.
Yeah.
And Mac Jones.
I gave Mac an MVP.
You gave Mac Jones an MVP vote. This is why I love this, because this is hilarious. So 9th place, my two players tied for 2 points at 9th place. Matt Stafford and Patrick Mahomes in 9th place for MVP this year. And for you at 9th place with 2 votes, you had Justin Herbert, Josh Dobbs, and Matt Stafford.
We both had Matt Stafford. Did I ever vote for Patrick Mahomes?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
At 8th place, I had Joe fucking Flacco with 4 points.
Boom stick.
4 points. In 8th place, you had Dak Prescott, Will Levis, and Patrick Mahomes. 3 votes. Okay. So
How
Will
many?
Levis with 3. Will Levis and Patrick Mahomes got the same amount of MVP votes this year from you.
As they should
have. 7th place.
Well, I think that's because I put Will number 1 1 week. Yeah. He didn't get voted 3 times. I put him number 1.
7th place, I had, for 5 points, Jordan Love, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, and C.J. Stroud. At 7th place for you, you had, with 4 points, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts, and Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco love, baby.
At sixth place, I had Baker with 6 points. And at sixth place, you had Christian McCaffrey and Baker with 5 points.
Okay.
At
I
fifth place,
put in a running back.
you
Apologies.
did put in a running back, which is fine. Fifth place with 7 points, I had Goff and Hurts. At fifth place, you had Josh Allen with 6 points. At fourth place, I had Dak with 8 points. At fourth place, you had Purdy and CJ Stroud with 8 points. At third place, I had Purdy with 9 points. At third place, you had Tua with 9 points. At second place, I had Tua with 11 points. At second place, you had Goff with 11 points.
I like that.
First place for both of us, Lamar Jackson, 20 points for me, 18 points from you. A unanimous decision.
Unanimous
Because
decision.
I feel like in the future, I feel like it should be decided like okay, if Lamar was your second, like we combined our votes, like for our top threes.
Yes.
Combine them, and then when you combine them, whoever comes out on top, that decides.
Yes.
This is like a unanimous. It's
Yeah,
Lamar
like if
Jackson.
I had Lamar and you had fucking Tua.
Yeah, but I had Lamar at second, and you had Tua at fourth. You know, if it evened out, whatever
exactly.
it is. But
did I have Goff too?
You had Goff second place for MVP this year. I had Tua. And I said he wasn't a franchise guy yet. So,
well, Goff's worth much less, and they made the playoffs.
But yeah, you gave Dak Prescott. You voted for him one time, and that was this week, which I think was a little biased.
The only vote I gave him?
This was the only oh, excuse me. Here we go. You had Dak. You gave him 5 points at sixth place. Sorry, you had him at sixth place. So Dak was as good as Christian McCaffrey and Baker Mayfield for you this year. So, that's the thing, though. Christian McCaffrey and Baker Mayfield, way two different seasons. And you gave him the same amount of votes. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. And Will Levis and Patrick Mahomes, the same. I mean, your MVP list is something. I like to see it compared to
the way that did it. I was going performances based off of the week. I may have given more.
It should be done that way.
No, I know, but it's not.
No, but I think this is the best way to gauge the MVP. You vote MVPs every week, add it up at the end of the year.
Who played because it shows maybe you didn't have the best game, but you had a top 3 game.
But I mean, we did it, and it's gonna be the MVP of the league. Our winner, both of ours, is the same person that's going to win.
We did it every week.
And if Lamar doesn't win it, people are gonna be pissed.
There's no way he can't win it.
People are saying he should win it, and he has, he can, but I don't know. People are still throwing out other names, and I think it's just people who don't like Lamar, but it's okay. The power ranking.
If everyone on ESPN goes, hey, that's a lock after that Miami game, there's no way it's not.
I hope it does. Power ranking. So not much change this week for me. I say you still keep Baltimore at 1, San Fran at 2. I say you keep Dallas at 3. I say you switch Miami and Buffalo because it was Miami 4, Buffalo 5. I think that deserves a swap.
Sure.
So Buffalo 4, Miami 5. We had what? I say Detroit was 7 and Philly was 6. I say they swap.
Sure.
I say they swap for now. Detroit, Philly. And then I say you keep the same, it was KC, Cleveland, Houston. I think you can keep that.
Sure.
KC, Cleveland, Houston. Okay, KC, Cleveland, Houston. That's our top 10, which, mind you, everybody from our top 10 every team from our top 10 made the playoffs. Every team that me and you collectively agreed on being top 10 in our power rankings made the playoffs.
Yes.
Jacksonville was 11, but I think they need to get bumped under the Rams.
Yes.
And I mean, we had
Whoever
the
else.
Bucks. You had the Bucks at 13.
Bucks are above the Jags.
So I'm gonna go Tampa Bay, and then I'll go Jacksonville. But then I'm gonna go down to the bottom, and I see keep Carolina at 32.
Mhm.
Jackson was the one that said drop Washington to 31, so Washington
No.
is gonna stay at 31.
No, New
Washington
England.
is gonna stay at 31.
No.
New England's next,
Fuck.
but Washington is 31. And then Jets, Chargers, Minnesota, teams like that.
Question: do we have a preseason power ranking?
We do.
Can we match them? Can we see what's what?
We can match them. We can match them.
Like, I want to see if we had like predictions for like set in stone predictions, like who's winning what divisions, maybe, or whatever.
The thing is, I know we had the Jets in the top 10 because we didn't know Aaron Rodgers was gonna die in the first game.
Agreed.
Let's see.
There were a lot of injuries.
Can I find it?
We will say that, but I am curious to hear what the top 10 is.
So our first power ranking, we
Chiefs
had.
won.
Let's see. So we did one, I think, after Thursday Night Football. I don't think we did a total preseason one.
I thought we did.
I'm looking through. I believe we just did one, like right after No. Okay, yeah, before Thursday Night Football, before the kickoff.
I remember we had a set in stone. Hey, this is pre.
So we had Kansas City number 1.
Yep.
We had Philly number 2.
Yep.
We had Buffalo number 3. We had the Jets number 4, San Fran 5, Baltimore 6, Cincinnati 7, Miami 8, Jacksonville 9, Minnesota 10, the Chargers 11, Detroit 12, Dallas 13, the Giants at 14, Cleveland at 15, the Rams at 16, Denver at 17, Seattle at 18, Vegas at 19, New Orleans at 20, Green Bay at 21, 22 Tennessee, Pittsburgh at 23, 24 Atlanta, 25 Indianapolis, Tampa at 26, Washington 27th, Carolina 28th, Chicago 29, New England 30, Houston 31, Arizona 32.
So we had some decent picks.
Some way overblown.
And also, like, a lot of teams lost quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teams had crazy issues.
I mean, we had the Jets 4th.
But I heard that 60 different quarterbacks started football games.
That's a lot of fucking quarterbacks.
That's double the teams, brother.
Well,
or at least
I guess that's the final power ranking for most teams. I guess it'll change. Like, we'll have an end of the year power ranking, but I don't know if we'll do one every week. We could. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I guess we'll end us off with a Wordle Weddle.
Oh shit.
End us off with a Wordle Weddle. All right. Think of a word.
No podal. Have a
no podal. What word are we thinking of?
I always forget we got it right in front of us.
Ranks.
Who?
Ranks.
Yellow
R, green N, everything else gray. I have no clue. I'm gonna do the word. You want me to just like you want just new letters across the board?
Penis. No. Sorry.
I was gonna do it. I would have done it. I mean, let's just go with something. What's up? I mean, let's just go with something that has
Gonad.
All new words, huh?
Gonad.
What is that?
Gonad, like balls, testicles. With a G. Gonad.
G. What?
Go.
Is that a real word?
Yeah, it's the balls. It's your balls.
All right, everything gray again, and you didn't have an R. That's all right though. I don't know, dude. The N in the middle, the R, it's just throwing me all off.
I was gonna say boner, but there's no O.
Dude, get your mind out the fucking gutter here. We're trying to win some Wordle here. You over there just thinking about dick.
Toner.
You just keep thinking about dick over here, man.
I'm not.
This guy just got dick on his mind. Jesus Christ. All right. Green N, E, and R.
Minor.
What
Liner.
word? Liner. We pulled that out of our ass.
We did it.
We pulled that one right out of our ass. Fuck. Weddle. That's what we need. What do we got? Justin Herbert.
Justin.
We got an NFC guy that's not a quarterback. He's shorter than 6'4". He's older than 27. And his number's higher than 12.
Put it a wide receiver. Running back?
I don't know. Let's see. An old running back or wide receiver in the NFC. Over on the NFC, I mean, I don't fucking know. How old is Christian nowadays? I don't think he ain't older than that, but so
oh god.
Yeah. So older than 29, number higher than 25.
Jimmy Graham.
If it's Jimmy fucking Graham.
Jimmy Graham.
He's too tall.
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, so it's number 80. He's not a
Jimmy
tight
Graham.
end. Yeah, I was gonna say he's way too tall. It's taller than 6'1", shorter than 6'4".
Julio.
He's not a tight end, running back, or it's an NFC player. Oh, is Julio an Eagle?
Julio's an Eagle.
Julio's an Eagle now. Look at you.
Julio Jones.
Look at you.
Julio's 30. What world we live in that Julio Jones is 34 years old?
That's an old son of a bitch right there. Chase McLaughlin. NFC, not a special teams player. 6'2" or 6'3". He is 28 or 29, number higher than 6. All right, let's get defense out the way. Find out if it's a defensive player. Just try to put like Patrick Queen. So it's a defensive player. That's awesome. So I'm not happy about this at all. But we will see if we can figure this out. Because last time it was like Kyrie somebody.
Sometimes defensive players, sometimes we can't.
So it's not the NFC South or the NFC West. He is still 6'2" or 6'3". He is 28 years old.
Where's Jabril Peppers?
What?
Jabril Peppers, is that his name?
Oh, okay. He's in New England and is number 5, but we can figure out position that way, I guess. So it's a 28-year-old, and it's not a safety. So what are we looking at?
We're either looking at a D tackle or a corner.
Fuck. All right.
And it's not the best.
All right. It's a defensive tackle.
Oh, Tyron Smith? No, he's an offensive lineman, no?
Yeah. I don't think.
Is there a Dallas dude? Fletcher Cox. No, he's too old. I don't know who it is.
I don't think it's gonna be Fletcher Cox. It's an NFC East D tackle, and not for Philly.
All right, well, put in Sam Howell. See if it's us. Fuck is Jonathan Bouillard?
Oh, he plays for. I thought he still played. He doesn't play.
Just put in Samuel.
Who plays? Who's y'all D lineman?
Well, we got Jonathan Allen. Put in Jonathan Allen. Put him in now.
Bruh, that's what I was thinking of. I put Jonathan Bullard.
Put in Jonathan Allen.
I put in Jonathan Bullard. God damn it. I'm going to have to type in the whole fucking thing.
Jonathan. There he is.
There we fucking go. There we go. I knew it was
I always forget that Jonathan, he's an interior lineman.
I forgot which. We're good. We figured it out.
We did.
All right. With all that being said, we gave our MVPs for the year. We talked all of the regular season game, the regular season finale. We talked some off the record shit. We'll be back next episode to predict wild card games, all the wild card shit. Give a report card for Carolina, Jackson, beyond. Maybe talk some NBA. But yeah, brand new episode. Or anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Nah, I was just thinking about like how I have no idea what happened in Carolina. Like, zero clue. Like it is. It is.
I know you genuinely feel that way because your face was like, "No, I
I'm
just."
flustered.
You were
Like
like,
I
you
know
were like, I just.
literally. I know nothing.
I mean,
I know nothing.
we knew it wasn't gonna be good, but I
Oh
don't
no,
think we knew it was gonna be this bad.
no. I mean, we had
Because we got to remember when they were signing, like we were like Adam
over
Thielen, Miles Sanders. We were like, it's cool, it's cool. Like it's some cool weapons to start with as a rookie, but
Hayden Hurst,
uh,
and then
yeah.
fucking the most garbage you could ever think of. You got your fucking owner throwing drinks on Jags fans. Like now you choose that. Now you're pissed that you guys are losing. Fucking week 17, you're pissed.
And that was a better throw than Bryce Young threw all year. I'm telling you that
I
right
know,
now.
dude, fucking right in his face.
Dude, perfect pass. All right. Well, with that being said, brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. We'll be back on Saturday to talk all the shit. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.